I styled my hair today because, well, I don't know. I just feel like I can, make a video now because I styled my hair today and I kept deleting my footage because I kept, getting insecure about my hair. Could you believe that? Huh? Alright! Ruin my video. It's fine, I'll leave that in. Text message from Kate. Shout out to Kate. Always manages to get into my videos. I can't flip in focus it. So I was gonna make a video on. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear me. How? Oh, hold on, my mum's making me. Oh, she fucking ruined my video. Anyway, I'm not reshooting. I can't be arsed. Okay. I was gonna make a video based on how I was gonna be a film producer and film star and director and all sorts of stuff like that. Before I ever thought I'm gonna do music as, I don't know, it's still a hobby. Who'll know? Who will know? Who knows? I'm out of breath. She made me take the bin out. Oh, am I rather extra thin today? Because I look quite unsettling. I love looking unsettling. You wish you knew. Anyway, I've been on MySpace. Fuck that. Why is my head just like filled with different trains of thoughts? Okay, I was gonna be an international movie star. That's a stretch. So I was studying. I've always been into photography, filmmaking, just the creative arts, all in general, arts, even like the texture, like the fucking the painting art and shit, and drawing. But obviously, when you take that in school, it just demotivates you, and you don't want to do it anymore. So after GCSE arts, sorry, I need to crack my back. After GCSE arts, I just never did art properly again, like I used to. And then I obviously went to sixth form, and then I liked taking photos and filming movies, so I took photography and digital media, and then I also took business because I thought I want to own a clothing shop, like a Y2K niche clothing shop, but where I live they all just wear tech fleece, so fine. But it's fine. I just let that I let that thought go. I let it go and I'm ready to move on. But obviously one of my teachers had left digital media and we got a new set of teachers, and one of them was really good. He was actually a new teacher and he was really understanding. And once I had a whole meltdown of how my business teacher wasn't treating me right, and then he was like, they will never understand, like, you cannot handle vague questions because you're autistic, this and that. He found out because one day I was like, I hear voices in my sleep, and then he was like, "You're autistic," and then I was like, "Yeah," and so since then he was a large help to me, and actually, it's not him that made me quit that subject, but it's the other teacher. Actually, I don't fucking know if I should say this online, but um I'm not gonna say that much because I don't like saying that, and I don't like smacking my mouth. I'm just a bit nervous. I shouldn't be nervous. Fuck being nervous. Be confident in yourself. If you've, got insecurities, just let them loose, let them free, and don't, just shake it off. Don't let it become anything of you. Some people quite recently have tried to demotivate me in ways where they are taking digs at me and trying to take the mick. I act like I don't really care about it. Oh, you should look at this of mine, this and that. You go more outgoing, and you act more. You let your posture be straight, and you act like you're giving off an energy where you're not absorbing energy. You're only emitting. So the people are obviously gonna think, hold on, I'm not gonna fuck with that because they're gonna look like they're off their heads. But it's all about showing yourself. Oh, that was motivational. So I was back to digital media. I loved that lesson so much. Here, that way. And I would make movies and such. No one tells you how much other things other than movies you do. Why does it look like that? I use this microphone to make music as well. Anyway, I had done contractual agreements, written all of those up, spreadsheets, this and that, the lot. Gave up. If you're neurodiverse, you're gonna think this is too much for me. You're gonna let it go. When I went through the summer holidays, I thought this is too much. I made a whole film. I have all the experience in it. I just had like a few bits that weren't there. So I ended up not passing, but I met most of the pass criteria. But if I did work myself to the point where I was passing, I would have passed. But that takes a toll on your mental health. And if people aren't supportive in a way, because growing up in all sorts of schools, they didn't care about me. And by the way, this isn't an emotional subject. Like, I don't give a fuck now. I'm totally fine because I got diagnosed late. And obviously, it was really difficult. It was a struggle because all of the teachers will make you feel like you're stupid and you're dumb. But no one is those words. It's just how other people perceive you. And just because you haven't got a label to your name yet, they feel like they could tread all over you, even as responsible, supposedly trusted adults, even though they're acting like a bitch. But for the schoolwork, so the summer holiday, last summer, I was thinking I've got to drop this subject. I'm gonna take the easy one that everyone's saying is easy, even the teachers. I picked travel and tourism. Now, I must say, it was a huge weight lifted off of me, and I might need to make a part 2 after, because I think I'm not allowed to upload over 10 minutes unless I'm verified, and I'm not flipping verified. So, anyway, all of the coursework, since my teacher had left, and then there was 2 substitute teachers, so they were substituting for that teacher. Since she left for the whole year, I was, our coursework had been left 2 months without any intervention, nothing. So we were delayed, and then it was leaking into the next year, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not working for 2 amounts of work for one in one. I'm not doing that. When year 13 is going to be stressful. So obviously I thought, fuck that shit. I'm dropping it. I don't care about telling the teachers. I told one of the teachers. The teacher that fucking left and didn't give a shit about me for the whole year just went. And I know she's got her own stuff going on, yeah. But it's none of your business, so piss off. Anyway, that bitch became my tutor. I hope she's not watching this. I don't give a fuck. She became my tutor. I was like, why is this bitch my tutor when I haven't spoke to her one-on-one, where my old tutor that was replacing her knows more about me, because she could write my references, this and that. This bitch don't know me no more. She's missed a whole year's worth of she hasn't even been there for my work experience. This girl don't know me, so I got mad, I got pissed, this and that. I'm glad I didn't take digital media anymore. Anyways, wait until part 2. Hold on. I'm going to put part 2 up.